Detailed lecture on The Longevity Diet by Valter Longo. Introduction, 5 minutes. Begin by introducing the book, The Longevity Diet, by Dr. Valter Longo, a leading researcher in the field of aging and cell biology. Longo, the director of the Longevity Institute at the University of Southern California, has spent years studying the diets of some of the world's longest living populations, known as centenarians. His research offers actionable insights into how we can adopt dietary practices that promote a longer, healthier life. In this lecture, we will explore the core principles of the longevity diet, why it's effective, and how to implement it. Part 1. The foundation of the longevity diet, 15 minutes. What is the longevity diet? The longevity diet is a plant-based diet designed to maximize health, promote longevity, and reduce the risk of age-related diseases. Dr. Longo's approach is based on a combination of traditional eating patterns from areas like Okinawa, Japan, Sardinia, Italy, and Loma Linda, California, where people often live past 100 years. The diet is not just about living longer, but about improving the quality of life during aging. Core components of the longevity diet. 1. Mostly plant-based. 80% to 90% of the diet should come from plant-based sources such as vegetables, legumes, whole grains, and nuts. Minimal consumption of animal protein, especially red meat and processed meat, which Longo's research links to higher cancer and disease risk. 2. High in good fats. Olive oil, nuts, and fatty fish like salmon are encouraged for their heart-healthy fats, which also promote brain health and reduce inflammation. 3. Low protein. Longo emphasizes low protein intake, especially animal protein, which he links to reduced IGF-1, insulin-like growth factor, levels. Higher IGF-1 is associated with cancer and accelerated aging. The diet focuses on plant-based proteins such as beans and legumes, which provide sufficient protein without increasing IGF-1. 4. High carbohydrates from healthy sources. Whole grains, legumes, and vegetables are preferred carbohydrate sources. Processed sugars and refined grains are discouraged. 5. Fasting Mimicking Diet, FMD. One of the key features of the book is the Fasting Mimicking Diet, FMD, which involves periodic fasting to mimic the effects of caloric restriction without having to fully fast. The FMD involves consuming about 40% to 50% of normal calorie intake for 5 days every few months. This practice has been shown to promote autophagy, where the body cleans out damaged cells, and stem cell regeneration. Part 2. The science behind the longevity diet, 15 minutes. What happens at the cellular level? Dr. Longo's dietary recommendations are rooted in cellular biology. His research has shown that specific eating patterns influence the body's biological pathways, slowing down aging and preventing chronic diseases. Some key mechanisms include: 1. Reduced IGF-1 levels. Higher IGF-1 levels are linked to aging and diseases like cancer. Longo's research suggests that low-protein diets, especially those low in animal protein, reduce IGF-1, which in turn slows down aging and lowers cancer risk. 2. Autophagy and cellular repair. The fasting mimicking diet triggers autophagy, a process where the body breaks down damaged cells and recycles their components, promoting repair and regeneration. Intermittent fasting and the FMD have been shown to stimulate the body's natural processes of repairing DNA and removing dysfunctional cells. 3. Stem cell activation. Fasting also promotes stem cell regeneration. When we fast, our body reduces its use of older, damaged cells and triggers the regeneration of healthier, more youthful cells. Stem cells are crucial for maintaining tissues and organs, and this process can lead to a stronger immune system and a lower risk of age-related diseases. 4. Reduction in chronic diseases. The longevity diet has been associated with reduced incidence of diseases such as diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, cancer, and neurodegenerative conditions like Alzheimer's. Studies have shown that people who adhere to plant-based, low-protein diets have fewer markers of inflammation, better insulin sensitivity, and lower cholesterol levels. Part 3. Fasting Mimicking Diet, FMD, in detail, 15 minutes. How does the fasting mimicking diet work? Dr. Longo's FMD is designed to reap the benefits of extended fasting without the intense stress it can place on the body. The FMD involves 5-day cycles of eating significantly fewer calories, typically 40% to 50% of normal intake, but still getting the essential nutrients. Key benefits of this diet: triggers autophagy and stem cell production, reduces markers of inflammation, helps with fat loss while preserving muscle mass, reduces the risk of chronic diseases. Longo suggests repeating the FMD every 3 to 4 months for people in good health and more frequently for those with conditions like obesity, high cholesterol, or diabetes. What to eat on the FMD? During the 5-day FMD, individuals consume low-calorie plant-based meals, healthy fats, avocados, nuts, and olive oil, minimal protein, only plant-based sources like legumes, plenty of vegetables to provide fiber and micronutrients. Results from clinical trials. Longo has conducted several studies demonstrating the benefits of the FMD. In clinical trials, participants who followed the FMD experienced reduced visceral fat, the dangerous fat around internal organs, improved blood pressure and cholesterol levels, increased longevity markers such as reduced IGF-1 and C-reactive protein, a marker of inflammation. Part 4. Practical tips for implementing the longevity diet, 10 minutes. 1. Adopt a plant-based diet. Start by gradually increasing the amount of plant-based foods like vegetables, beans, and whole grains while reducing animal protein. Aim for 80% of your meals to come from plants. 2. Focus on healthy fats. Include olive oil, nuts, and seeds in your diet. Replace unhealthy fats with these heart-healthy options. 3. Reduce protein intake. Limit protein intake to about 0.31 to 0.36 grams per pound of body weight per day, with most of it coming from plant sources. Avoid excess animal protein, particularly red meat. 4. Fast periodically. Implement intermittent fasting or the fasting mimicking diet as per your comfort level. A 5-day FMD every few months is sufficient to gain the benefits without the stress of prolonged fasting. 5. Stay physically active. Exercise regularly to support cellular health and metabolism. Complementing the dietary practices outlined in the book. 6. Embrace long-term changes. The longevity diet is not a quick fix or temporary diet. It's a lifestyle change aimed at long-term health. Incorporate its principles gradually and sustainably. Part 5. Criticisms and considerations, 10 minutes. While the longevity diet is based on strong scientific foundations, some limitations or considerations include nutrient deficiencies. For people transitioning to a mostly plant-based diet, It's important to ensure they're getting enough nutrients like vitamin B12, iron, and calcium, which are primarily found in animal products. Challenging for some. The FMD may be difficult for individuals with specific health conditions, such as those with diabetes. Without medical supervision. Cost of FMD kits. The Prolon FMD kits developed by Longo can be expensive for some, though alternatives can be created at home with the right guidance. Conclusion. 5 minutes. To conclude, the longevity diet offers a scientifically backed, holistic,